Good afternoon to one and all. Myself, Mahesh Hajipo. I am working as a lecturer in Government Polytechnic Kara, and today's our topic is Introduction to Hydraulics and Pneumatics. Okay. So these are the learning outcomes. So first learning outcome is the student will be able to list the types of component used in simple oil hydraulics and pneumatic system. Then sketch and label the general layout of hydraulic and pneumatic systems. Okay. So these are the different contents. So first, fluid power. So everybody knows the fluid power. So in fluid power we are using different terms. That is air compressor. Anybody knows the function of air compressor? Yeah.
Air compressor performs the three operations. First, it absorbs the air from the surrounding.
Okay.
Then it compresses it and then store at the high pressure.
So that terms is already known. And then function of pump and motor. Anybody know the function of pump and motor? To discharge the fluid, because we are commonly use that pump and motor for our daily purpose to transfer the water from higher level. So these are the first content. Then general layout we are studying. Then this is first general layout for hydraulics, second pneumatics and application. That part we have to study in this today's lecture. So first is fluid power. So fluid power is nothing but it is a technology deals with generation, control and transmission of forces and the movement using pressurized fluid. So word is here pressurized fluid, because that word is important, pressurized. Because whenever we are using some fluid, that fluid contains some pressure. If pressure is only there, then you can do the some work. Second is, so fluid, we are using fluid. So fluid is nothing but any liquid, any gases which are come under the category of fluid. So in this topic we are study the hydraulics and pneumatics. So first we have to understand what is mean of hydraulics and what is the mean of pneumatics. So hydraulics is nothing but the word is derived from Greek word, that is hydra. Hydra means water. You have already studied in 11th, 12th standard also. Then pneumatics means pneuma, which is also Greek word, which is nothing but your air. So in hydraulics we are using water. So water we are using, that is nothing but pressurized water. Then and only then it is called as hydraulics. In pneumatics, whenever using pressurized air, then it is called as a pneumatics. So this is a in general structure of fluid power operation. First term is consist of aggregate. In aggregate is nothing but different elements is there. We have to use that element to do the some operation. So second operation is in control elements is there. In control elements, we are using pressure regulator, direction control valve, flow control valve. So these are the different control elements is there. And last one is actuator, means whenever we have to do the system. So first is input is there, second one is process is there, and finally we are getting output. So here input is nothing but your aggregate purpose, and the process is nothing but that the control elements all are come under the category of process, and the output is nothing but your actuator. So actuator of any type, whether it is linear actuator or rotary actuator. So this is all about fluid power. So this is the general layout of oil hydraulic system. So the first is oil tank. So this one is the oil tank where the oil is present in that tank. Okay. Then it is come to the filter. Filter is nothing but the oil which is filtered in that filter part. So whatever the impurities will be there, that can be removed. Then it is come to the pump and motor, where this hydraulic energy is converted into your mechanical power. Then it will be transferred to the pressure regulator, where we can generate the pressure. If pressure is more, we can stop that pressure, we can control that pressure. Then it is come to the direction control valve, where three operations may be carried out, 1, 2, 3, we can discuss later. Then it goes to the actuator, means the process is going from oil tank to the actuator. In oil tank, the pressurized fluid is there. Then it come to the filter, where the impurities will be removed. Then it come to the pump and motor, in which hydraulic energy is converted into mechanical power. Then pump and regulator goes to the pressure regulator. We can control that pressure. And in direction control valve, there are three terms is there. We can discuss that terms. So 1, 2, 3 is nothing but we can take a general direction control valve. So this will be your suppose 4/3 direction control valve. 4 is nothing but port is there. Okay, so these are the different port P, T, A and B. P is nothing but your pump port. means whatever the input is giving from pump, that is nothing but your pump port. A is nothing but your forward direction to the actuator, B is nothing but your return direction to the actuator, and T is nothing but your tank port. Okay, if suppose your connection is from this side and here actuator is there, from that actuator we can do the work. If suppose input is given from that side, this is pump port, and if this is A port which is connected to the here, then whatever the oil will be transferred to the here, that will be moving forward. Okay, similarly same oil will be transferred to the B port and it will be transferred to the tank. So this will be your first operation. This is nothing but your extension operation. Same thing if you do for second operation. In second operation, here the control elements are there. Here pump port, this is A, this is B and tank. There are no interconnection between them. Whenever the machine is ideal, we can off that period. So that one is written here, one operation. And the last one is nothing but your in opposite direction. Means P port is connected to B port and A port is connected to tank port. So we can return that movement. So this is a layout. If we go to the industry, we have to draw this circuit diagram like that. So we will discuss in next lecture. So these are the simple symbols is given. For that filter symbol, we are using filter like that, and we are using this dotted line. So dotted line is nothing but whatever the impurities is there, we have to remove that impurities. So this will be the symbolic diagram. We can discuss in the next lecture. For your basic understanding, we will return here. So these are the basic components. Oil reservoir, from oil will be transferred, then filter in which impurities will be removed, then pump and motor that convert hydraulic energy into mechanical power, then pressure regulator, control the pressure, then direction control, direct the action of fluid, then flow control, we can control the flow, and the actuator is nothing but we can control the some output work. So this is in general layout of hydraulic system. This is the in general layout of pneumatic system. So in pneumatic system again different parameters are there. So first is pneumatic means we are using pressurized air, that will be the important. We have to use air. So air from atmosphere coming to the air compressor, then it will be transferred to the air dryer. In air dryer, whatever the moisture will be there, that will be removed in the air dryer. Then air receiver tank, where the air will be received in that tank. Whenever it is required, that will be supplied to the system. Again, if not required, we can store there. Then here FRL unit is there. FRL units means F for filter, R for regulator, and L for lubrication purpose. In first parameters, filter, whatever the impurities will be there, that will be removed. In regulator, we can regulate the air, and in lubricator, we can provide the lubricator if it is required. Then it is transferred to the direction control, which is similarly as kind of hydraulic system. Means direction control, flow control and actuator were similar as of hydraulic system. Only difference is we are using air dryer, air receiver tank and FRL unit, and one parameter is there which is muffler. So muffler is used for reducing the noise which are produced in the pneumatic system. So this is the general layout of pneumatic system. So these are the basic components we have already studied. Compressor, whatever the air which is present in the atmosphere, that air we have to compress. Then air dryer, we have to, moisture will be present in that air, we have to remove in that. Then air receiver tank for collection of air. So this is a basic symbol of air receiver tank. Here the first line is indicated that input and the next line is indicated that the output of that air receiver tank. This is the FRL unit. This is the specified symbol and the detailed symbol. Specified symbol is simple one. Here this is for filter, dotted line is there. For regulator, circle is there and this line is there. This line is nothing but we can regulate. If line is not there, we can't regulate that. Means we can provide the constant flow is there. And for filter, this one is regulator and this one is lubricator. Lubricator is only somewhat dotted line, half part is only there. Okay. So these are the direction control, flow control. That function is same as hydraulic system. So these are the different application of hydraulic and pneumatic system. Agriculture, automobile, whenever we see the pressurized oil, we can see it is application of hydraulic system. Whenever we see the pressurized air, we can see the application of pneumatic system. Now These are the different example. Now tell me, this example is in which category? This is a JCB, which is come under the which category? Hydraulics. Good. This is this is under which category? This is a material handling equipment. We can transfer the material from one place to another, which is hydraulic or pneumatic. Here oil movement is there, that spring is there, so in that spring oil supply is there. So this is under hydraulic category. This is a dental drill. Many times you go to the dentist, they are using some drill purpose. So which categories come to this? Pneumatic system, in which we are using air, not fluid. Okay, understand? And this will be the packing machine. You always see the packing machines. So this is again come under the category of pneumatic system. Now one task is there. You have to identify the different parts. Now tell me the first part, that one. This one? First part. Compressor. This one? This is the air dryer. This one? Air receiver tank. Okay. This one is? Apparel unit. What is the function of, what is the F? Filter. R means? L means? Lubricator. Then this one? We have to direction control valve. Here again we can see the 4 ports. P means pump port, A means extension port, B means retardation port, T means tank port. This one is flow control valve and this one is actuator. So this is a, now tell me